For the number one question, we are told find the number of moles. We are looking for number of moles. Now this very question mainly is under mass mole relationship. Now according to mass mole relationship, you have amount equals to mass over what? Molar mass. Now amount is in mole, then while your mass is in gram, then your molar mass is gram per what? Per mole. Are you following? So the meaning for amount is in what? Moles. Then while your mass is in what? Gram. While molar mass is what? Gram per what? Mole. That is, your N is equals to M over M. So your small n represents what? Amount, which is number of moles. Are you following? Then while your, sorry, that is your n. While your small m represents what? The mass. Then while big M represents what? Molar mass. Are you following? So this is under mass mole what? Mass to mole what? Relationship. Okay. So for this one, for number one question here, please pay attention. We are told find the number of what? Mole. That we are looking for N, right? Find the number of mole of fluorine atom in 22.5 gram of fluorine. So we are giving our mass, right? So what the mass? 22.5 gram. Are you following? Then we are giving the molar mass to be what? 90 gram per mole. So we are giving big M, right? To be what? 90 gram per mole. So what are we looking for? Is small n, right? So this time around we have n equals to mass over molar mass. Now the difference between this very question and the one we did before, that one we are only giving the number of particle. True or false? Were you giving molar mass in the question? Were you giving mass in the question? No, instead we are giving just one thing, which is the number of particle. Then you can now introduce your Avogadro's word constant. Are you following? All right. So this time around, what's our mass there? Our mass is what? 22.5 all over what's molar mass? 19. So our n will be equal to 22.5 divided by 19. 1.184 what? Mole. So that's for that. So the next one, which is the number 2. Please pay attention. We are told that the mass of a copper coin, the mass of a copper coin is what? 3.20 gram. So here we're giving our mass 3.2 what? 0 gram. Suppose it were pure copper. How many moles of copper would the coin contain? How many moles? That we are looking for what? N. Given a molar mass of 63.54, we're giving the molar mass of the copper, right? That's our big M. To be what? 63.54 gram per what? Mole. So from here now, our N will be equal to mass over molar mass. Are you following? So from there, what's our mass? Our mass is 3.20. And what's molar mass? 63.54. So if you divide that, what do you have? 0.050 what? Moles. So the next one, number 3. We are told that in one day 5.4 kilogram of aluminium was collected from a recycling bin. You know what is a recycling bin now, right? Like your trash. When you delete something, it will move to the trash. Are you getting me? Yes. And there are especially some phones. Okay, you can recover back those things you've deleted within what? 31 days. Are you getting me? If after 31 days you didn't what? Recover it back, it will be deleted automatically, like permanently. Are you following? So it's just like your recycling bin. So whatsoever you deleted will move down to the recycling bin. Are you following? So that when you need those material again, you'll be able to what, to get it back. Are you following? All right, so this time around, those aluminium now was now what is being collected from the what recycling what bin. Okay, we are asked how many mole of aluminium atoms did the bin contains. So this time around, we're giving our mass, right? What's mass? 5.4. 5.4 kilogram. Then from here, we are now giving our molar mass, right? What's molar mass? Big N. To be what? 26 point what? 98 gram per what? Mole. So we are looking for number of mole. Now please pay attention. If you observe, my molar mass is in gram per mole, right? And this one is in what? Kilogram. So now you can't use kilogram and mass to calculate at the same what time. Either you convert this to be in kilogram, you convert this to be in what? Gram. And for you to convert from gram to kilogram, you divide by 1000. While from kilogram to gram, you multiply by what? 1000. Are you following? All right, to convert this one to gram, now what do? I multiply by what? 1000. So it becomes 5.4 times what? 1000. So what do we have? 5400. That 5400 gram. Is that clear? All right, this time I have to get N. That's mass over what? Molar mass. So from there, what's our mass? 5400 divided by molar mass 26.98. And if you divide that, what do we have? What do we have? 200.148 moles. All right, hope you are getting it. Yes. Then the last one of it. For this, please pay attention. We are told that methanol burn in air according to the equation. What was the equation given? We were given 2 mole of what? CH3, then OH, right? Then plus what? Oxygen gas. To give us what? 2CO2 plus what? 4H2O. Are you following? Now this time around, we are told that if 200 grams of methanol are used up, we are giving mass of methanol, right? So we are giving our methanol, that is CH3 OH, to be what? 209 grams, isn't it? Now please pay attention. You were told that are used up in a combustion process. What is the mass of what? H2O. Now we are looking for mass of what? H2O. This time around, you are working with your ethanol, methanol, and your what? And your water. Are you following? So we are looking for mass of what? H2O. Were you giving the mass? No, we are only giving the mass of what? You were only giving the mass of what? Methanol. So what do you do here? For you to look for mass, okay, of this guy here, then you have to look for molar mass of this. Are you following? You also look for the molar mass of this. From here, we are giving, here is what? 2CH3OH, is it not? To look for molar mass now, it becomes 2. Please pay attention. Carbon is what? 12, right? So this is 18 as 12 times 1, right? Then plus hydrogen is what? 1. That is 1 times what? 3. Then plus oxygen is what? 16. We have 16 times 1. Then plus hydrogen is what? 1. We have 1 times 1. Are you following? So we have 2 brackets. 12 times this is what? We give us what? 12. Then plus 3 plus 16 plus 1. Are you following? So we have 2 brackets. 12 plus 3 is what? 12 plus 3 is what? 15 plus 16. 31 plus 1. That's 32. So 2 times 32. 2 times 32. That is 64 grams per what? Mole. So that's the molar mass of this. The why for this, we are giving what? 4 what? 4H2O, is it not? Since it's 4H2O, you are using 4 to multiply everything now, right? It's sitting at 4 brackets, 1 times 2, then plus what? 16 times what? 1. All right. So we have 4 brackets. 1 times 2 give you what? 1 times 2 give you what? It give us 2. plus 16 times 1. 16 times 1. 16. So from there we have for 2 times 6. 2 plus 16. 2 plus 16. 18. So 4 times 18 give you what? 70 what? 72 gram per what? Mole. Now please pay attention. We succeeded in knowing the molar mass of this from the reaction, right? And we succeeded in knowing the molar mass of this from the reaction, is it not? Alright, so this time around from the reaction we are working with CH3, then OH, and what? 4H2O, right? So what are the molar mass of this now? That is 64 gram per what? Mole. Is equivalent to how many of this? How many of that? That is 72 gram per what? Mole. Now we are giving the mass of methanol, right? What was the mass of methanol given? 209 gram. That is 209 gram of methanol. Do we know the mass of water? Do we know the mass of water? That's what they ask us to look for, is it not? So I can simply call that place what? That is S gram. What do? We cross multiply. So if we cross multiply this times this, we have 64 gram per mole. Then S gram, right? Equals to this times the, what do you have? We have 72 gram per mole times 209 gram. Is it not? What happens is that gram per mole we cancel out gram per mole. 64 times S gram. 64 S gram. Is it not? Then equals to 72 times 209. 72 times 209. 15,048 what? 8 gram. To get our S gram, divide both sides by what? 64. Are you getting it? So from there we have S gram equals to 15048 gram divided by what? 64. So what's our S gram? 235.125 gram. So that's for that. I come again. Please pay attention. From here, we are told that methanol born in air according to the what equation. This was the equation given. Okay, we're given the mass of what? Methanol to be what? 209 gram. And we are asked to look for the mass of what? H2O that is being formed. H2O is in the product side, right? All right. So this time around, what do? You have to look for the molar mass of methanol in the reaction. Then you also look for the molar mass of what? Water. Are you following? So in looking for the molar mass of methanol, we end up having this. And looking for the molar mass of water from the reaction, we end up having this. Are you following? What do? Gram per mole is equivalent to what? Gram per mole, which is this. And we are given the mass of what? Methanol to be what? 209. And we are not giving mass of what? Water. That's what they ask us to what? To look for. Are you following? Then after that, what do? What? Cross multiply. So this times they give you this, which is 64 gram per mole S gram, equals to this times they will give you what? 72 gram per mole times what? 209 gram. So gram per mole can what? Cancel out what? Gram per mole. 64 times S gram give us what? 64 S gram. So 72 times 209 give us what? 1504 what? 8 gram. To get our S gram, what do? Divide both sides by what? 64. And if we divide by 64, you end up having 235.125 what? Gram. So that's for that. You succeeded in copying the question, right?